So, Christie sides, look, is she as bad as she was at the start of the year? No. Is she a good head coach in the WNBA? Still no. But I think she's making a couple of really bad calls that are like to the serious detriment to the team. I don't think, again, look, I'm not blaming Christie sides for losing this game, but I do think that some of the calls she made could have stopped the bad start, and it could have stopped the horrible start to the third quarter. I think that's the one thing you blame her for. And if you guys agree that Christie sides is not quite as bad as we thought, but like still definitely needs to improve as a coach, subscribe. We're trying to hit 27,850 by the end of the day, and we are 21 off. So if you guys saw the game today, there were two calls that she made that I thought were like horrendously bad. The first one was the starting lineup. And look, you cannot keep starting Katie Lou Samuelson. 4.9 points per game, 2.6 rebounds a game, 1.4 assists per game. Katie Lou today was 0 of 4 from the field with 2 fouls, 0 points. Katie Lou against Seattle in 22 minutes was 0 of 4 from the field with 0 points. Katie Lou against Phoenix was 1 of 3 from the field for 3 points. She has played 58 minutes. And in 58 minutes on the floor, she has 3 points on 1 of 11 shooting. The game before that, she had 3 points. The one before that, she had 8, 2 of 4 from 3. Since this game right here, the last Minnesota game on the 14th, in her last 4 games, she is shooting 2 from 17 for 3. 2 for 17 for 3. 1 of 11 for 3. Sorry, 1 of 11 from the field. She hasn't made a 2-point shot. And like she blew an open layup today. Like no one anywhere near a wide open layup. She blew an open layup. Like I'm sorry. I really want to apologize. I want to give my profuse apologies to Christie Wallace because you were better than Katie Lou. Like, you at least could kind of defend. And you sometimes gave us 7 points. Like, I get it. You shot the ball 25% from 3 or something. But Katie Lou's not much better. And look, if you want to look at some games, like, especially, then you gave us 9, you gave us 7. I'm sorry, Christie Wallace. Like, you absolutely sucked. But, like, Katie Lou is... The way she's playing right now is even worse. Genuinely even worse. And also, she's getting paid a near max. And NaLyssa Smith today, I don't know what the hell has happened to NaLyssa Smith. There's going to be an entire video about this. But I don't know what has happened. Like, since the Olympic break, NaLyssa Smith, she had 13 in the first game. She has gone 1 from 8 from the field in her last 2 games. Like, Demiris Dantas is now preferable to her in the pecking order. And look, I get putting Temi Fagbenle over. Demiris Dantas, I know she scored a few points today. I know she was plus 10, but they literally did not guard her. They literally didn't guard her. As much as anything, I will say that like Dantas is a pretty good a good backup for Aaliyah Boston, just not with Aaliyah Boston. But like I don't get NaLyssa Smith only playing 10 minutes. But I also don't understand why you leave her out, like, left her for dead. Because you don't start the worst defender on your team on Nafisa Collier. You just don't. That's only going to end one way, and it's bad. Like, there was never going to end any other way. You put NaLyssa Smith on Fee Collier. You put the worst defender in the league on one of the best off-the-ball players and one of the highest IQ players in the league. It was never going to end well. Like, just put Aaliyah Boston on her. Like people should do. Like, in fairness, she cooked everybody, but like, she cooked NaLyssa Smith bad. That's all I can say. She cooked NaLyssa Smith bad. But the worst part about that is that the Katie Lou and NaLyssa Smith, the starting lineup did not work. You went down big. Like, if you want to look at the first quarter scores, at the end of the first quarter, you were down 13 points. I think you went down 31-16. This was a 1-point game at halftime. So you go down huge with your starters in the game. You bring it back to 1. So what do? You start the third quarter with the lineup that dug yourself a hole to start. You start the third quarter with the same lineup. And also, why did Erica Wheeler not play in the second half? And look, I am the last person to hype up Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler was really good today. She was really good when she was on, plus 10. The plus minus for Damiris Dantas doesn't tell the whole story because, again, how bad the starters were. Just, your starting lineup is a lineup where your second best defender is either Kelsey Mitchell or Caitlin Clark. That can't happen. Like, Katie Lou was getting cut back door every possession. She was getting lost out there. She is. Like, look, Caitlin Clark is not a good defender. We saw that today. They targeted her. But they did not target her to start the game. To start the game, they targeted Katie Lou and NaLyssa Smith. It was just when you brought Lexi Hull on the floor. And look, Damiris Dantas can't really move her feet. But you can tell. She knows where to be. Her IQ is okay. And against a team that that aren't super ultra athletic like the Lynx, you can kind of get away with that. There are games where she shouldn't be on the floor, but today wasn't one of them. But they just attacked these two. They attacked them, and that's the problem. Is like it's just such a fit issue. Like, I don't know what Katie Lou does good in 2024. NaLyssa Smith is a good player, not a fit for the Fever. Kelsey Mitchell again. Great first half, bad second half. Caitlin Clark, bad first quarter. Great second and third. Like, it is what it is. Both of them probably played equally as okay. Aaliyah Boston was anonymous, and the fact this was a ball game is crazy. Lexi Hull was, again, one of the 2 or 3 best players on the floor. Like, you actually just can't not start Lexi Hull anymore. Like, it's now at the stage where it's like, you just can't not start her. 24, 23, 19, 21, 26. Like, if you're not starting Lexi Hull, it's just because you don't want to. You want to mess with your starting lineup, and don't start a team based on sentiment. Start your best team. Start your best team. And I know Lexi Hull off the bench is working. She's playing starter minutes off the bench. Just start her. Just please start her. Like it can't go worse. You cannot afford. The only thing is that, again, if you have a good start, you're fine. But, like, you can't afford to have a start. Like, you had a bad start against Seattle. Seattle just couldn't hit a shot. Minnesota shot the lights out. Like, this lineup can't play defense. Like, you have Aaliyah Boston's a good defender. Lexi Hull is a good defender. You have 2 good defenders on your team. It is very, very difficult to start a team. And then I think you have 2 good defenders on your team. You have, I'll say Temi's passable. I will put Temi and Erica Wheeler in the passable defenders section. And then I will put Dantas, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell as bad defenders. And I would also put Erica Wheeler in Christie Wallace in the passable defender section. And then I would put NaLyssa Smith and Katie Lou Samuelson in the bottom 5 defenders in the entire WNBA section. And you can't start with 2 of what I believe are the bottom 5 defenders in the WNBA, because not only are you starting with 2 of probably bottom 5, you have a bad defender in Kelsey Mitchell, a bad defender in Caitlin Clark, but like not like excessively bad. They're both bad. And then you've got a good defender in Aaliyah Boston but like, you can't just have that lineup. You just can't. Christie sides.